Hey guys, I've been meaning to do this for a while, so I thought I'd just do a video explaining how to change strings, my method, and I think I've kind of got it down to a really simple way of doing it now. So I've just got myself a fresh set of Super Bullets. Um, so hang on, let me just move the camera. See, the thing is, my method is just a really simple way of doing it. I've seen loads online ways of changing strings, and they're all kind of like over and under and wind, and just really sort of like complicated ways, like the professionals' ways of doing it. And I just didn't see any ways of just regular, simple ways of changing strings. So obviously, this first bit is kind of pretty straightforward. Nothing, nothing worth mentioning there. But this is the bit. So I think this is a really good method. I tried some of the, over, under, round, and Luffy's knot and all this sort of stuff. I found it really, you're watching the video, try to do it, and it's just like, what hell, what did he do there? Winding it back and try to see, and his fingers are in the way and all this kind of thing. So I'm just going to do, it's really simple. This is my way of doing it. So you just get it through nice and tight. And if anybody thinks that for any reason there's something that I'm doing wrong, just let me know. Everybody's got their own thing about how far, but you just kind of, this is the A string, so I'm just going to pull back about 1.5 frets. Yeah, maybe a little bit less. But everybody, all the other videos say how many frets you should go. But you just pull back and then just hold it really tight for this first part. Give it a bend upwards. So from behind there, just bend that upwards. And then don't worry about under and over and all that sort of thing. Just hold it nice and tight there. And I'll explain why you need to hold it tight in a second. But yeah, I just let it naturally go. If it wants to go under or over or whatever, I just let it naturally I kind of tend to let it push it down a little bit so that it does kind of go under. I think it's kind of better if it goes under there. It just kind of keeps it nice and tidy. So this is why you hold it nice and tight now, because what you want is for that to wrap around and get a nice snug fit. You want it to be nice and snug there, wrapped around in the early stages. So you just want it in that nice and tight, so there's no kind of, otherwise if you're not holding it tight now, it will you'll have like sort of looseness there. So every time you sort of retune it, it'll be moving around, and it'll sort of go out of tune again. So I think it's important to keep it nice and tight, and then when you come round, just push it down again. So that's why it's a bit unpleasant. It's a little bit uncomfortable on these thicker strings, but yeah, just kind of persevere. Once you've kind of got it nice and tight wrap, I think you are looking for about 3 wraps for it to go around about 3 times. But I wouldn't worry about it too much. Uh, you know, it'll still sound okay. But yeah, there's no sort of complicated knots and things like that needed. Um, yeah. So basically that's it. I think that works okay. I don't really like it. Yeah, I think it's better when it goes under. It's not good if it goes over the top, I don't think. But um, yeah, just kind of let it naturally go where it wants to go. And basically you want it in a nice sort of straight line from there to there. So if it wants to go a certain way, just let it naturally go whichever way it wants to go. Um, but yeah, that's a simple way of doing it.